Welcome to Tsuro, a light strategy game with a beautiful aesthetic, and we're going to take a closer look on how to play here on Legendary Tactics. We're going to learn how to play this game. It's not that difficult, but there's a lot of intriguing possibilities with this game, and so we're just going to zip through how to play. Now you'll notice these points all along the board there. They call those start points. So that's where the stones will start. You can see the app is placing them and recommending that we go to a start point. So we'll just drop it there. And because it's just the two-player game, you can play multiple players of this, but it's only going to be the two, so the other stones are going to leave the board. And the tiles are used to create the path, and this is the heart of the game here. Is you're creating a path for your stone and trying to keep it on the board, basically. So once you place that tile in front of a stone, it's going to follow the path as far as it can go. You can see it just goes to there, which is fine. So then we get to choose a tile ourselves and place that in front we'll just drag this tile here, and as soon as we place it, our stone moves up to the furthest extent that it possibly can on that particular tile. So there's also another trick here that you can rotate your tiles if you want to make sure you've got the best path. And so a lot of it's about planning ahead. Essentially what you're doing is you're trying to keep your stone on the board longer and not crashing into anything or not having any illogical routes. So the tutor here is going to take her turn. She rotates the tile and moves her stone that way. So all right, so we can click on the tiles to rotate them until we get the path that we want. And let's say we choose that one. So we're just going to move over there. As you can see, it's a very simple game, but it's there's a lot of kind of interesting, delicate strategy, I would say. So we're going to basically just stay on the board as long as possible. That's the goal. So try not to accidentally send your stone off the board with by picking the the path that's going to send them off on a wild goose chase. So I think maybe something like this would be good. We'll just kind of, hopefully we can do a hard 180 here and maybe build out towards the long edge of the board. This is a really neat game. I can't remember how many years old it is, but if you haven't tried it, it's a really just simple game. It's a great one to start out your gaming night with, just as a little warm up. And there's a lot of strategy. It's built in, but nothing too heavy. You're not really going to be frozen by analysis paralysis. And I think the AI at this point is probably looking to be they probably accidentally head off the board, and the deck is still happening. So as it fills up, all these routes that were filled in before are going to begin to really get it's going to get crowded. So I'm just gonna head off into this corner here, and actually I can already see I may have an off route here that is gonna happen. So maybe we'll just go straight for now, and hopefully maybe we can loop back to this path here and get over there. So yeah, and as you play with more players, obviously it gets to be a bit bananas. It's as far as all the routes and everything, it starts to get really nuts. Two players isn't too bad. It's nice and relaxing and peaceful. But let's see if I can figure a way out of this mess. That one's going to take me off the board. Oh boy. I need a straight line here just to at least get over there. And here we go. We're gonna make it over there. And I did make a loop. As it says, advanced players use loops to score points, but in this case I'm just trying to stay alive. So here we go, and that puts us into a good spot now. We've got, you know, we're in a reasonably good spot there. And there's a couple loops there. So this is, oh boy, starts to get really busy. If I go there, that actually kind of gets me to where I want to go. It's a bit of a scenic route, but hey, I got a loop out of it, so that's perfect. And yeah, if you can beat 4 meters, you get a platinum trophy in the game. So, and you get some sort of heroic status, I think. Oh boy, but all of these are going to lead me off the board, so I'm just going to do a little loop-de-loop there and close the loop. I'm kind of running low on options here. Oh boy. This is okay. I just need a, I probably need a hard turn to yeah, no, that's gonna, well, I could do that. As you can see, it's especially when you're turning the tiles as well, there's all sorts of options that open up. So let's see what happens here. We're gonna go into the final showdown right now and see what happens. This is going to be close. Now you'll notice that both pieces advance if the route is placed in front of them. So I'm gonna stay here, and hopefully the AI has run out of options, and they have. That's perfect. So yes, that's how you win. You just stay on the board as much as you possibly can. I traveled, like, as the stats here are especially interesting. Traveled 147 centimeters, made 3 loops. You know, I think I'm a natural. I don't think it was just beginner's luck. I have played this game before, so that helped. But anyway, it's a really interesting game, especially as the board fills out. If you do play with a lot of players, it does get pretty chaotic. But it's an interesting little game, and I just thought I'd introduce it to you here and give you a quick idea on how to play. And we're going to go into more depth with this game, strategy and playthroughs and that sort of thing in later videos. So thank you so much for watching. This is NATO with Legendary Tactics, and we'll see you again next time.